Garcia, Herrera, what you think about that fight?
Garcia, I think Garcia is going to pull through with that one. It's going to be kind of probably. I mean, I wouldn't say landslide, but he's going to. I think it's going to be a decision. He's going to smack him around. Yeah.
He's proved a lot over the last two fights.
Absolutely. Just kept getting stronger. So I mean, I'm going Garcia.
What about the big heavyweights after that on the undercard? Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott.
I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, so I'm really looking forward to watching him get that 31st knockout. I'd like to see it. You know, he's stepped it up. You know, this is the biggest competition that Deontay Wilder's had. But listen, I'm a fan. So I'm a fan of anybody who came through the amateur ranks, and I was really impressed with the fact that Deontay Wilder, he had 25 fights before he made the Olympic team. So you know they moved him along a little bit slower. So you know some of those knockouts were soft opponents. But I mean, as the opponent stepped out, the knockouts got more vicious. So it's like I'm excited to see where he's gonna go. I'm looking for that next American heavyweight. I'll put my bid in for Deontay Wilder to do that.
Hopefully he'll be the one to do it. And then in May, Mayweather, Maidana. What's your take on that?
Please fire away on that.
You can't. I mean, it's just that's not really a question need to be asked.
Well, I mean, we had to talk about it.
Understandable. You know, I mean, we're talking about Mayweather here.
I mean, Maidana does have a puncher's chance.
Very true. But that's what you're saying, a puncher's chance. Mayweather's not going to let you punch him. You can have his arms all day. He works out to, for you to punch him. He will frustrate you just by watching him as an outsider. So I mean, I feel like this is definitely a one-sided fight. He's a smart man. He's done everything he needed to get up to this point. So he's not going to pick a fight that's just going to be hard opposition for him. I feel like watching him it's going to be a beautiful thing, because it's always a beautiful thing watching Mayweather just do his art. I just feel like it's not going to go the way people want it. You know, a lot of people want to see Mayweather get beat. They want to see him lose and stuff like that. But you got to understand who you're talking to. This is a man who doesn't know how to lose. So
I think that he's gonna have his way with Maidana. If we were looking at the Floyd Mayweather that fought Miguel Cotto, I might say that puncher's chance, like it's gonna be interesting. But since he started working with his father again, his defense really sharpened up in his last few fights. So I don't see Maidana really connecting with that big overhand right or that play jab that he does to the body, turn it into a hook. I don't think any of that's gonna work. I think Floyd's a little bit too quick for that, and too experienced. Don't get me wrong. Like Adrian Broner, phenomenal fighter, not as much experience as Floyd. Floyd's been 17 years on top. He's seen plenty of Maidanas.
Broner. I mean, I take nothing away from him. He's a great fighter. Great fighter. Phenomenal.
This comes down to experience.
No, not necessarily experience. I mean, dedication as well. He says he's dedicated, but you see him here, you see him there. He's really enjoying. He's acting his age, which is fine. It's expected, but at the same time, he is acting in his age. And where you have Mayweather, who's already lived all this,
been there and done that.
You know what I'm saying? So he knows what he wants. He knows how to get it, and he's gonna continue to get it. Where Adrian Broner is still getting figuring out who he is as a man, being so young, and you put him in there with a guy who's gonna show you what a man can do, and then just things happen. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure you hear every fighter say one shot can change the whole fight. So and that one shot changed the whole fight.
What about
turned into 15?
What about the fight that will never happen that might happen? Pacquiao, Mayweather.
I would have been interested in that fight 4 years ago.
Correct. Yeah.
Now I think that it would be a landslide for Floyd. I thought that Pacquiao's kind of declined a lot faster.
But what if he looks good against Bradley and maybe knocks him out?
Well, I mean,
has Bradley really been the same fighter? I mean, we'll see what Bradley looks like. I mean, that Ruslan-Provodnikov fight, I think that took a couple years off a career.
Oh yeah.
You get hit with shots like that. That's going to change you a little bit. I mean, it proves that he has heart. And nobody can question the fact that Bradley has heart
or conditioning.
But as we're talking about Floyd Mayweather, and like I said, I don't think that in-and-out style is going to quite work. I think that Floyd's going to pot shot him. Don't get me wrong, he's a southpaw and he's quick, so he's going to land a couple of nice shots, I think, early on Floyd. But Floyd collects so much data that by the later rounds, he's going to have this whole rhythm figured out. And I think he'd put a shellacking on Pacquiao.
It's just, I feel like it'd be kind of an embarrassment to even see it now. After all the problems they went through trying to make it happen before, and then with the losses that Manny seems to be having, and he's not mentally the same fighter, and you can't put someone out of their element into an element that they feel like they're comfortable at. and where you have Floyd, who's always in his element, just constantly just growing, and then you have, you know, Pacquiao, where he's a senator over here, congressman over here, and fighting over here, and dealing with
But don't
real
you think
tragedy
a
over
fight
here.
like that will bring the best out of both of them?
I feel like the best has already been seen as far as
I think that the best will definitely be brought up both of them, but then you'll see how good Floyd Mayweather is.
right.
And you'll see when he starts really beating up on Manny Pacquiao, then you're gonna know, yeah, the best was brought out of Floyd, and the best might have been brought out of Pacquiao, but it wasn't enough. That's what I feel.
Right.
Any last